Hope you guys are having a great weekend. This is going to be our weekly watch list video highlighting the 5 plays we are watching this week. First one being Nvidia, second one going to be Meta, third one is going to be Apple, fourth one Tesla, and then the fifth one AMD. Hope you guys enjoy. What a week it has been. We had FOMC this week, a lot of large cap earnings here on Friday, or I should say Thursday after hours. Nice move up here on the market. I'm going to be breaking down SPY here for you guys to see what I'm seeing, some analysis from the past week, and then some analysis for the coming week. Clearing out over this key 410 region, this was the main region that was on watch from last week, is this 410 area was where we rejected here. We also rejected here before making this move lower. We tested, coincidentally, right here on 2-1, closed this candle right near 410, gapped up here, and the main reason for this gap down here was from poorer earnings than expected. Things like Apple, Amazon, and Google all missing. The only one that had a lot of strength here on Friday was going to be Apple. Partially why the market has held up better than it did, but this gap down was caused from poor earnings here. And I really want to dive into a shorter time frame perspective, but before I do that, breakdown here on the daily. 410 is going to be key. This is obviously a weak daily candle here. It wouldn't surprise me to see a test lower. On a test lower, I'm looking for a bounce at this 410 region here. If we do get an intraday bounce, watching that to take to the upside here. And really the main level that I'm watching to the upside is going to be this 418 region. I will discuss that shortly. Below 410 here, I do think we test down into this 405, 406 region here. You can see this important level back here from 1214 and also in here from 126, 127, and 130 here before making this move up here. Now, why is that 418 level so important? And let's go into the 5-day, 5-minute. That happened to be Thursday's rejection point, and then what happens after hours? We get an algo move here off of earnings, so when all those earnings reported, where did we test into? 418 and immediately rejected all the way down here into 416. So there's clearly sellers in this level here. You guys should really be noting this 418 region here this week, and it's going to be a level that I'm going to be watching to reject. We had two very, very strong sell side signals here once we did test it. So we got that one here, never ended up getting into 418, which was a potential eye for a reject short here on this one. One thing I really want to note in a really interesting level here is 412.89, kind of a random level, but there were so many buyers at that level today and then so many sellers when we broke down below, but mainly buy side strength here. And it was a really interesting level which coincided with Thursday's low of day here. You can see we got this morning move and pull back 3 wicks down here. So clearly very strong buying pressure here. And then we consolidated around this level, tried to bounce here, and then basically rejected below. So an interesting level here, no doubt. It's not a big psych level that I would normally watch, but buyers were very strong here, constantly reloading in the morning session. I'm going to be keeping an eye on 412.89 here and then up into this 414 region here. If we do zoom in on the shorter time frame, you can see really interesting price action here. So we reject here on the 1 minute in the morning session, we pull back, confirm the support, and then look at all this buying pressure here. And the tape was very quick. A lot of strong buyers here taking this region here. Going to keep that 412.89 region on watch here this week as an interesting level to note. That being said, the first play of the week is going to be Nvidia, and what you're going to notice is a lot of the daily charts, they will have a weaker daily candle formation, and that is because we had a decent move up in the morning session here, mainly led by Apple strength on the NASDAQ and S&P 500, followed by an afternoon sell-off here. Eyeing Nvidia here over to 1131. I do not want to see a strong selling pressure here on Monday. I want to see this inside bar here and then continuation above to 1131 for potential up into 225.92 here on Nvidia. So it's basically going to be this breakout of this prior strong level here at 1131, pullback, hold, and then long here on the daily. If we do get selling pressure here, eyeing this pullback into this 200 region here, which is going to be a huge psychological level here, eyeing a bounce if we do get some selling pressure here. But main setup on watch is long over to 1131 that holds with potential up into that 225.92 area. The second play, one that's had a really big week, is going to be Meta in a massive gap up here on a $40 billion share buyback. What I'm seeing here is this is referred to as a tweezer top. So you get these two wicks here at this high of day. So what's everyone going to do is they're immediately going to flood this by shorting it. They see a tweezer top. They've seen, oh, this is a reversal pattern here. Well, yes, it can be a reversal pattern. Personally, watching this below this 180 region, what happens is if everyone's piling and crowding this trade short, what happens if we break these highs here at 196.74? We could easily break up into 200 plus here as those shorts cover, and we get a continuation move to the upside here. So main setup on watch, trading long over this prior tweezer top high here in this 196.75 area for that breakup move into 200, or on any weakness looking short below this 180 area, which was this gap up low here from that earnings move on 2-2. The third play, one that didn't have the best earnings, and actually an earnings miss, and still making a move higher here. So it makes you wonder how much has been priced into the market and priced into equities in general. Apple, one thing I want to see, or the main thing that I want to see, is a clear out of this 157.80 area, and really this zone from 157 to 157.80. See, such a key level here. We bounced here, rejected before moving down, failed here, popped up, and then tried to test the support. You can just see how strong of a level this is here. So watching it reclaim above this 157.80 area to take into this 160 plus area. If we do clear 160, I do think we can trade up into this 163, 164 area above, and then above that up into 165, 166. So mainly watching this long here, trading 2x volume as expected with earnings. Now watching this continuation high through this 157.30, 157.40 area to take for that 160 move above. The fourth play, another one I'm sure a lot of you guys have on watch, is going to be Tesla. And what a really strong rally here off the lows. See, we basically have two inside days here. Some sellers here this morning at 198. If we do zoom in here, you can see we push up here and basically consolidate, form this base, try to make this move up here at 1135, and then selling off in the afternoon, which was expected as we got weakness on the market here. Watching this one, to hold 182.47, the last thing that you want to see is a big red candle piercing this candle low here, which then we could trade down into this 173.11 area. I want to see a short trap here over 198 for this move up into this 208.91 area. Holds above 198, that is going to be where I'm going to be looking to take this to the upside here. Two wicks here, obviously, similar setup to the tweezer top I mentioned before, where everyone's going to hop in short. But they are going to be trapped if we do trade above 198 for that breakout advancement up into that 208 region above. The last setup is going to be one in the same sector as NVIDIA, going to be in the semi sector. It's going to be AMD, and we get this nice strong move here off earnings, gap up, day two follow through, and then an inside bar here on Friday. Not crazy amount of volume, trading 117%, which is expected after we reported this earnings and we moved up here. Watching this one for a pullback bounce in this 84.42 to 83.64 area. You can see how strong of a level this was before, where we bounced here, rejected resistance, downside bounced, and then bounced up here, and rejected before making a move into those 52-week lows. Testing this level here, closed on it after that earnings, and then moving higher. Watching the pullback bounce again into this level, I do think we have room up into that 91.20 plus area above on this particular ticker. With that being said, that wraps up the 5 plays we are watching for the week. If you did enjoy this video, if you could please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you are interested in checking out our team, feel free to check out SimplifiedInvesting.com today. We would love to have you guys on board. Hope you guys all have a great weekend and see you all on Monday. Thank you.